Hi everybody, thanks for joining me in Melinda's Rubber Room. I am Melinda Pierce and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here to show you this fun fold technique that has a fun pop-up in the center of your card. Now this card features the stamp set Whiskey Business, so you have the stamp, the words here from that stamp set, as well as these images on the inside. It's a fun little set in the current Stampin' Up! Catalog. It does not have dies, so I cut those all out by hand, but it's not too difficult to do that. Okay, so I'm going to point you down to my work surface so that you can see the card that I'm making today. Okay, so I'm making a Christmas version of the card. So this is one of the ones that I made recently, and it folds out and it has some little tree punch outs inside. Okay, so it's a fun little Christmas version of the card. So we're going to start with a base cardstock. This is using shaded spruce, and it measures 4 1/4 by 11, and then you score it at 5 1/2. Let me see if I can get that up for you. Okay, so the base again is 4 1/4 by 11, and it's scored at 5 1/2. And then we have an inside piece that measures 3 3/4 by 10 1/2. And you're going to score it at 4 1/4, 5 1/4, and 6 1/4. Okay, so then after you score it, you're going to fold this inside piece as a valley fold, a mountain fold, and a valley fold. And then that simply gets put into the inside of your card on your card base. So you're going to match up the center score lines on the base of your card and the inside scored piece. So I'm going to go ahead and put that together. So the only thing to remember is not to put tape on the center pieces of the card. So you're just going to put it on the left and on the right, leaving these fold areas without any adhesive. Okay, so again, when you're putting it down onto the base of your card, you're going to line up those center score lines. And then go ahead and press down on your adhesive to make sure that's good and tight, so you have a good seal on your card. Okay, so then when you close it up, you're going to have that center motion in your card. So if it doesn't quite lay flat, just go ahead and smush it down. Sometimes your score lines may not be exactly where they need to be, and this just kind of reinforces those fold lines. Okay, so that is basically the mechanism for your pop-out feature. Okay, so for the outside of your card, so this the paper that I'm using today is called 'Tis the Season. It's 6x6 paper that is in the current mini catalog, and it has some great paper for the holidays. But don't be fooled, because some of these can be used all year round. Like this one here can be used all year round. And this plaid paper, plaid is really in right now, so this plaid paper can be used all year round. All right, and then there's some other ones here. So the colors that are in this pack are Cherry Cobbler, Shaded Spruce, and Garden Green. So some great colors to use for the holidays. There's another plaid piece. So anyway, it's a great little paper pack for the holidays and all year round, and I want to make sure that you had a chance to check that out before it's gone. That is only available through December. And then it will be gone. All right, so on the outside piece, you will have a mat, and for some reason this doesn't look like it's cut to size. Okay, so you have a front mat that is 4 by 5 1/4. There we go. You have a front mat that's 4 by 5 1/4, and you have a DSP piece that is 3 3/4 by 5. And then you also have a DSP strip that is 1 inch by 3 3/4. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and adhere this to the front of my card. So again, this is the mat for the front of the card. And then I'm going to put on the DSP piece. And this is 3 3/4 by 5. It's kind of fun making Christmas cards that just use a lot of paper because that way it goes really nice and quickly when you're putting it together. Okay, so there is the front. And then I've already pre-stamped my image for the Merry Christmas. I'm going to put that on a punched piece of cardstock and go ahead and raise that up. Oops. And attach that on the front. All right, and then on the inside, we're going to have some more Designer Series paper, and these measure you're going to have 2 of these that measure 3 1/2 by 4. And those are just going to be attached in these base areas of that inside piece. So the trees that I have on this card are actually a punch, an older style that Stampin' Up! Used to sell. There is a new tree punch in the current holiday catalog that is very nice. It has more detail than this one does. So be sure to check that out as well. Okay, so now all you have to do is attach the trees to this inside piece. And I'm going to use some Tombow. Make sure that they stay adhered. So you may notice when I'm on my trees, I actually back them with some cardstock. I didn't feel like the Designer Series paper was sturdy enough to stand on its own, so I just punched out extra trees out of cardstock and backed the Designer Series paper with them. So I punched it out with Designer Series paper, and then I backed it with some cardstock. Whoops. So this is what not to do. You don't want to put glue up on the top of your tree or whatever other embellishment you have, because then it's going to stick to the inside of your card. So I'm going to go back with a adhesive remover to remove that excess adhesive that I just put on there, but I won't do that right now. It's always fun to make mistakes on my videos, and you can learn what not to do. All right, so there are my pop-up trees. I have to give that a little bit more time to dry. All right, so that will close like that and open with the trees in the center. And then on the inside, you're going to have a white piece that measures 3 by 3 1/2. And I've already pre-stamped that with Celebrate the Season. You can see I also made a mistake on this piece where it wasn't quite as straight as I wanted it to be. So turned it over and re-stamped it. And go ahead and adhere that to your base. And there's the finished card. So kind of a quick and easy, but wow, Christmas card. Hope you enjoyed that. Make sure that you give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. It makes me know that, helps me know that you're enjoying what you're seeing. Be sure to subscribe to my channel so you see all the latest videos that I'm putting up for you to enjoy. I'm trying to post at least once a week. So yeah, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, feel free to post on my YouTube channel under this video for comments. You can also join me on my Facebook page at Melinda's Rubber Room on Facebook. All right. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.